Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. Apologies on the lateness, people, but it was business. So that's why it was something in regards to the channel as why we are late for the show. But we're here, people. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across the socials and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well, people. And please keep all your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Jose Mourinho wants a return to Manchester United, according to reports. Chelsea battered at Anfield 4-1 by Liverpool, and Spurs win 3-2 versus Brentford with the newest rivalry, James Maddison versus Neil Mopai. So yeah, we're going to be discussing all of those things. My co-host will be here shortly. Jez is he's backstage, but Jez will be here. Surf will be here shortly as well. Well, let me get to the comment section. Big up to Stephanie G, big up Will, big up Sheik, big up Eli, Warrior J. Yes, Jez, what are you telling me, family? You good?
I thought you was gonna what's it called? I thought you was gonna kick me in, but I forgot I can kick myself in.
Cool. Well, you figured it out. Are you good, first and
Yeah,
foremost?
I'm good. I'm good, bro. What you saying?
Yeah, man. All blessed, fam. All blessed. Big up to Warrior J H as well in the chat. Also, let me actually get to some of the questions and some of the comments in regards to outside of just the big ups. Stephanie G says Jose to United, more like third time lucky at Chelsea. Let's hope so, because I don't want him anywhere near Old Trafford. Big up Flawless Surfer and Jez. Just realized he's managed our 3 clubs a total of 4 times so far. Yeah, because he's managed Chelsea twice, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur. It's like,
Hey,
yo, it's the rap.
keep keep it at once only. For
Yeah, facts. Send him back to Chelsea. I'm not trying to
that's it.
see Mourinho back. Fuck that. I ain't trying to see Mourinho back. I ain't with none of that. Fuck all that. But anyways, let's get to it. We'll get to it. Starting with your club, Jess. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Brentford 2. And like I said, the newest rivalry that I didn't know I needed, because I love this type of thing in football. I don't have a horse in the race. I don't care about who's getting one up on whoever. I just like the fact that they're going back and forth. So for those that don't know, Neil Mopai scored, did James Maddison throw in the dart celebration. And then when Johnson scored, he did the celebration. And then when Richarlison scored, he also did the celebration that James Maddison posted about Mopai on his Instagram. And then Mopai responded not only on James Maddison's Instagram in his comment section, also on his own Instagram. I'm all for this, man. All helps, man. Show some personality. Because you know, man, you be running jokes and running bants and dissing each other on the pitch. So it's good to see, man. We need more of this. But anyways, Jets, thoughts on the game before we get to the Madison Mopai
Yeah.
back and forth.
I can't lie to people. You know, you see me with the game. Because obviously I'm still recovering, so I was kind of already half knocked out. So I only catch like bits when I was paying attention, and obviously second half I didn't watch a lot because I had to deal with some things. But I watched back the highlights and I was looking at some things that I've seen, and I'll be honest. I think outside there was like outside a Tony opportunity. I don't think Brentford did much against us, to be honest. Like the only again opportunities that we gave to them to Adogi to unfortunately for Adogi's sake, I think obviously I was checking at one of the stats websites or apps. They were saying that Adogi only was at fault for one of the goals that led to a goal. I mean, but if you watch the game, you could see that he was the reason also why the first goal was given as a mistake, because he was the one that was kind of dwelling on the ball, and then he gave a really bad pass to Bentancur, and then obviously Brent was able to intercept it. Tony goes all the way to the goal, closer to the goal, takes a shot. Vicario saves it, but unfortunately, it just fell into Mopai's way, and he ended up getting the goal. Obviously, then that whole half, we were just trying to knock on the door. Like we had at some point, we had like I think first half we ended the first time with like 72 possession. So like Brentford was not trying to like that, which is only because they had the best chances in the first half afterwards, but just couldn't find the breakaway. I don't know what Ange told them in the second half or at halftime, but it seems just as everything started to click, Adogi immediately making this impact, which I was talking about actually. I felt a couple of weeks ago how I wanted Dogi to be more involved in terms of in the box and actually getting into goal scoring position because I watched him at Udinese, and I remember he has ability to score goals. It's a fullback that can actually score goals. So I always felt like, you know what, if the wingers are not going to give us the goals, or the striker cannot get us the goal, or the midfield, why is not our fullback maybe being like they're also supposed to be a part of the team that can actually go and create and score. So the fact that he got himself into the position, kind of similar to the goal against Newcastle in terms of getting into position, running into space, and just finishing it off. Really good finish. Then obviously second goal, Brennan, who came on at the halftime. Happy that very happy that Ants dropped him because I talked about how because Brandon was getting abused on IG. You know that when a player plays bad, people start abusing them, and obviously he turned his IG comments off and everything. So it was kind of getting that kind of bad, yeah. So, and I felt like Ange had to drop him because not only because he wasn't playing well, but also for the fact that he only just gonna put him out there, even more pressure on him to perform. So he benched him, came on, and immediately scored the goal. And straight away, seconds after we just scored the equalizer. By the way, fair play actually to Werner. Very good assist actually. Took the man to the outside, and then obviously, I actually had the debate asking, was it actually a shot that was he actually trying to put it on target, or was he actually making the pass? Because if you look at Werner, you could have saw Brennan making the run. Me personally, I think because the angle was too tight. Pause. The angle it wasn't the right angle to shoot. So I feel like he did meant the pass. So fair play to him actually, and Brennan just able to just tap it in and make it 2-1 immediately, and just great response straight away at halftime again. Then obviously Richarlison got the third goal after a good after we transitioned really quickly to the Brentford opposition on opposition box. Obviously Madison tried to go and get their goal. Obviously keeper makes the save, or I think it was blocked, and then Richarlison was there for the tapping. So good performance. It's just that it's again the two goals kind of make this scoreline put it more in favor for Brentford, in my opinion. Because again, it's just two mistakes that I know Udogie can do a lot better. And even after the game, and I think Udogie have also admitted that they know that he can do much better than what he did today in terms of the goals today. But I think I always said this for me, like when a player makes a mistake, I can always forgive a player making mistakes or two. It happens. It's football. But it's also about being able to sit there and say, I take the responsibility of this mistake. I did it, and you try and go again. I think it's also something that Ange was talking about, how players gonna have ups and downs, but it's about how you bounce back. And although he did bounce back, because also these two mistakes, he didn't have a bad game. Those mistakes didn't affect his overall game, in my opinion. So now, much needed 3 points. We are now officially in fourth right now. Obviously, we are.
Hey, Victor, if you want to look, let me know, my G. Yeah, go on, carry on.
So yeah, we got Victor. We are officially on fourth. We're on 11 points with we're on 11 points with Villa, but we have a better goal difference. So
yeah, 3 points behind Arsenal. Jeez.
Yeah, 2 points behind Arsenal, and
3 points behind Arsenal. That's crazy.
Look at the table. Also another reason why I wanted to win. The gap between 6th and 7th is actually so big now. Like it's actually we have created a really good opportunity for ourselves to just cement a situation where we don't have to struggle.
Damn. 4th and 7th. Newcastle is 7th for 32 points. Damn.
Exactly. And we are like on what, 43?
Yeah. 11 points. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it would need like a catastrophic situation like we had. Remember the run that we had like 6 weeks without a win? It would take something like that maybe then for the other clubs to catch up. So yeah, just good opportunity for us to just extend the gap, and I think this was just the most important thing. So it's obviously very close between the clubs that want to go and get Champions League, but in terms of Europa League, we should be getting at least minimum Europa League at this point now, considering the gap now. So yeah.
First. All right. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Victor, who just came here to say big up and we stink. Peace out. Hey, Victor, like I said, if you want the link, let me know as well. Warrior J says, And yeah, I only watched the last 15 minutes of your game because I was watching the Liverpool Chelsea game. But one thing I can say about you lot, entertaining, man. Like Andy sticks by his principles. Like I seen that high line, even with 2 minutes to go, and you're
Yeah,
up one goal. You're up, like there's no we're just gonna sit deep. Yeah, he did bring on a defender and change to a back five, but the print it was still the same. It wasn't more so protect the lead. It was still go get another goal. I
exactly.
respect that.
And I think it's important because, like I said to thing at 3-1, try and go and get another goal, and the team was pushing for another goal. It just happened that Udogie made a mistake and we wasn't able to find the goal. But I think this is where it's important that Son is still missing. He's also not around. Sarr can help with goals. So yeah, man, it's just looking good. And considering how this team was looking like going into January, and in terms of the players that was gonna miss, I think I need to go and check again how many points we actually collected during that period. But I think we did quite well, to be honest, considering all the players that left. And then people would have said, look, there was obviously the main talking point was how Spurs was going to lose Bissouma, Sarr, and Son during this January period. And now I don't think we actually took that many points. Obviously, we're out of the cup, unfortunately, but that was Man City. But happens. Like I'm not really. I see, which is weird. Some of our fans are really weird. Like they're overly aggressive that Ange couldn't win us a trophy this season when we play against Man City. All right, man. But I can't understand versus Fulham against City though. All right, man. If whatever, like I don't really care about these guys anyway, like that, to really be mad about it. Yeah. The Mopai Madison thing, obviously. Bench players talking like starters, man. I hate it. So obviously Mopai scored his first goal, people. In case you don't know what happened, unless you're living under a rock, Mopai scored obviously his goal versus us. And he went to the corner flag, obviously celebrating, doing the Madison celebration, the dart one. So mid-game as well, there was a little conversation that Madison and Mopai was having. It looked like Mopai was trying to be a bit funny when Brentford was up 1-0. So obviously we score our goals. Obviously Brennan gets his goal. Brennan, he doesn't do no sneeze line, anything like he does. Or like Brennan got obviously his own celebration with the arrow. But instead of doing that, he did the mother celebration, kind of sparking this whole thing of the beef. And then you see Richarlison. Then after everybody's going into position doing the dart celebration, I think you saw a couple other players in that huddle as well doing the dart celebration, and just everybody just starting to take the piss. And then Richarlison scored his goal; he did it as well. Like you can kind of see that, like Mopai Loki started to get these guys heated to kind of start performing and benefit of his own team. But yeah, then after the game we won. Then obviously everybody putting the post out and that. And after the game, in the interview, Madison said how what he said. He said something along those lines that for somebody that doesn't score many goals, obviously it's hard to have a celebration. So you had to copy Madison's celebration. Then Mopai is coming out as a reply at him on IG, saying how obviously gutted to lose the game on that, but at least I score more goals than Madison and have less relegations than him. Which is like, okay, fair enough. That was actually a good reply. And I said, fair play. But I said, you know what? If you compare yourself to a striker to feel better, all right, man. And more goals. I checked the Premier League stats. The guy has less goals than Madison. All seasons combined, the guy has less goals than Madison. And Madison is the guy that's actually greater. And there's the one last thing. You can talk about all this relegation. Can you put a trophy on the table, mate? Can you put a trophy in the hilarious part is ambitious again. It's just the unity of the team and everybody kind of backing Madison, because if you actually go through our players' posts, you see Brennan obviously putting the dart emoji with the celebration of himself. You seeing Romero actually he actually put a his IG post as well where he has Mopai in the headlock when he was trying to kill.
Did he?
Well, I'll send you the pic. Actually, I
like that, man. This is needed, man. Players gotta show personality. That goes back and forth on the gram. Let's see this, man. Let's see this. We need to do more of this.
It's just a madness. Everybody just going. All of our players are going after him. Like, I think Hoiberg did this as well. Udogie obviously everybody putting the dart emoji after the end of their tweet or IG post, like, which kind of again cool. Like, which is cool to see it from just the team in terms of the unity. But also, I always talk about the game is already too soft already. So a little banter on socials doesn't really hurt anybody, and nobody's getting fined for that. Like nobody's going disrespectful in terms of speaking about the moms. Like it's just a game of football. So
Next.
exactly. So I always talk about how so I think Liverpool said how everybody's so robotic these days.
Yeah, man. He said that. He told me that we need more personality, man. And that's good. Like, because this is just personality. Now, next time Spurs play Brentford, I'm gonna be locked in.
Yeah, so this is the thing because we already played them. This was our second time, so we're not gonna play them this season. But
next season, like I'm locked in. I hope that's the opening game.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So, obviously, more part, bro. Like I said, you know, you can have the second reply, bro. But once Wissa and Bremo are back, just know, bro, you're gonna be a bench player again. You're gonna be also your bench players talking like starters, bro. I hate
your bench players talking like starters.
What I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I sent you the tweet.
Oh, see, let me check this.
Yeah, check the DMs. Yeah, it's the Romero thingy.
That is hilarious that he posted with Mopay in the headlock. That's jokes. Wait 1 second. Let me have a look at this. Yo, you send it to me on Twitter? Yeah. That's jokes, yo. Great team spirit, great heart. What do you say? Great team spirit, great heart, all of us. We continue adding and growing all together always. Yeah, man, love that. And it's him just towering above Romero, you know. That's jokes. Romero, man, just adding to the. You need this, man. You need these type of characters, man. I'm all for it. That's one thing NBA has. That's the one.
So also, what's it called? Also, that's another thing from Richarlison, his story. 1 sec. Let me get this quick. Let me get this up real quick. I'm gonna send it to you now. Like I said, the whole team.
Did I say this? My players and their players get into a UFC cage, and I'll see how brave they are. This is Big Ange on the pushing and shoving between his players in Brentford today.
Yeah, that sounds like it, bro.
Oh, here we go. Wait. This is it. 1 second.
I just don't.
Wait 1 second.
I hope not, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I just don't. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the whole, bravado, pushing people around. If you're that brave about things, my players and their players get into a UFC cage, and I'll see how brave they are. So we're out there to play football, and that's what I want our guys to do. Focus on playing football, and they shouldn't get motivated by things that aren't really that important to us. And like I said, we got sucked in the first half. The second half was much better. I hope not, because
spot on, man. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the bravado and all the extra stuff, man, said my players and their players getting a UFC cage. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. Everyone got so much to say. Folks with that. Thoughts on that, Just?
No, it's like I said. See, I think Conte last season talked about how he wants his players to be bastards. And I don't know what he meant by this, because what I'm seeing this season, this is what I felt what it should be. Where the players, obviously, there should be a thing where they shouldn't be treating the opposition with any respect, regardless who it is, which again shows the play of how we played all season. Don't care who it is, we're gonna play the way we want to play, but also just the unity and having the team, and also, if one guy tries one of our teammates, the whole team can come after one. And it's just, again, the fact that we have also so many South Americans, it just helps as well, because South Americans can be like.
Yeah, stereotypically they're up for
exactly.
This.
So it's like,
when I think about the South Americans, like, that have been in the Premier League, like, yeah, I get you.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, shit, I would have loved if Romero would have tried one of his horror attackers that he offers us. I would have loved it, bro. Obviously, don't get him sent off. Don't get yourself sent off. But shit, if you would have done that more point, I would actually loved it.
The whole place would have erupted like you lost.
What I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
100, bro. So it's like, now it's just, again, it's like, I think this was, again, just characters, personality. This team has been lacking for time, bro. And I think, obviously, I mean, it's ironic that people obviously question the Ant's decision of who are the captains and the vice captains, but ironically, all three of them have their own personalities, and you can see them within the team, and which I think also helped the team this season so far, in my opinion, in terms of where we are, in terms of how we're doing. I always talk about how, let's see how Ant does second season, because obviously you never know. Second season is always, I always say this, like, if a manager can get through a second season, even with kind of troubles, it gives him another summer then to kind of outdo his mistakes and then continue. But yeah, no, that's all I have to pretty much say. Obviously, Everton up next. Just get another W, man.
Charge the top 4. Like I said, one thing you said that was I didn't know about was the gap between 4th and 7th. 11 points, damn. Yeah, I think you lot will finish top 4 anyway. I've said that. I think the top 4 will be the top 4 that it is now. Apart from, I think City will finish above Liverpool, but other than that, I think it will go that way. But you lot continue to run up the likes. We'll continue to run up the lights, continue to get your questions in. Please keep them Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Obviously, if you want to make sure your question gets read out, people, super chat, and we will get to it. We're at 24 likes, man. Here's up to 30 likes. We are now less than halfway away from 10K, so make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. And we also, announcement for those that don't know, the membership on the gaming channel is now available as well. So if you go to the gaming, the link's underneath in the description for that. But go subscribe. How you can support the Sarcasm City TV gaming, and I will be adding more games this month. Hit the subscribe button, people. That's what I need you lot to do. Hit the subscribe button on there. And if you want to join the membership in regards to the gaming, there's 3 different perks. 3 different levels with many great perks like the membership on the main channel as well. It was something I wanted to get to.
Actually, there's one thing as well.
Yeah, go on, fam. Floor's yours.
Before we go, obviously, Richarlison is actually on 8 goals now for the rest for the season. So I said my minimum target of him would be actually 10 goals for this season. So he's obviously 2 goals away for that, and I think I just have to give him credit in terms of just being able to actually improve under the manager. But I also think the manager put him in the best case scenario for him, because he obviously we all know what Richarlison is like as a player. Misses chances, offside, not the most clinical. But last season, he wasn't even getting into these positions to begin with, which I think is a big, massive change this year with him, where at least I can actually be angry with him for missing chances. Last season, he wouldn't even get chances. So I feel like for the fact that he's getting there, he's getting them goals, I'm looking at him and saying, you know what, he can get over 10 plus goals this season. And fair play to him, to be honest, did the job.
Yeah, serious first to him, as critical as much as I criticize Richarlison, you gotta give him props for getting goals. Because I do criticize him. I don't think he's a good player, but he's getting goals, and you have to credit him for that, and you have to credit the team for that, and you have to credit Ange. And that's why I'm not hearing about our players. What Ange is doing is getting the most out of Richarlison. He's getting the best out of him. We all know Richarlison's limitations, but yet the manager's working with the best of what he has, and this is why Spurs are in 4th. This is where coaching, like Surfer says, coaching matters. People act like it don't, man. Coaching matters. It's super important. Yes, of course, you need talent to go and win the major trophies, but coaching matters. You know what I'm saying? And proper coaching can make the difference. That's why Spurs are where they are, and why Manchester United and Chelsea are where they are. Because if you look at both their teams, to me, in terms of talent, there's not much big difference. No matter where you rate the 3, whoever you have first, second, third in terms of 11s, in terms of squad, and in terms of talent, there is not a massive difference between Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham Hotspur. Nobody's clear of anybody. So why are they clear? Why are Spurs clear of us 2 in the table? Why are they 4th and we're 9th and 10th? Coaching. That's why. Because if we had Spurs' front 3, I'd be sat here saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, they got players I rate in regards to the midfield, and they've bought well and defensively as well, and their goalkeeper. But Manchester United also have midfielders we rate. We also have defenders we rate. Well, we rate, should I say. We have midfielders and defenders I rate. Tells you I don't rate their attack at all. Don't rate our attack. Theirs is better, yes, because of Maddison and Son, but that's not the point. Like if we had Maddison and Son, we'd still be suffering.
Struggling, yeah.
We'd still be suffering. Well, when I say suffering, I mean as a fan. But yes, we'd still be struggling on the pitch. I was talking about as a fan, we'd still be suffering. Like, well, people want to like coaching no matter. Go on.
I just honestly send you another clip. I can't like the more clips I see, I'm dying, because obviously when Richarlison obviously brought the ball back, he was actually screaming at Mope's face right at him.
Was it? Let me see.
Yeah, I said bro, I can't lie, because obviously I just see all these clips coming out more and more.
Wait 1 second.
Oh, it's killing me, bro.
Hold up. Let me check this. Bear with me. I'll have a look for this. Hold up. Let's see. So this is Richarlison. So this was the 3rd goal, right?
I think it was the third goal.
Man shouting, man barked in his face, yo. That's funny, yo. That is mad funny.
Oh, I
Man
can't.
barked in his face with the fuck.
Because
We
literally, bro.
need this, man.
It was like, no such thing as like a little no certain players like they kind of go with a little like shoulder barge that's it, like just acting like nothing. Nah, it's like straight to his face, man. You're a pussy, mate. You know, whatever in his language he said, bro.
Whatever he said in Portuguese, 110%. Warrior J, I know, and I see you, Sheik, as well. I've started the better questions. Don't worry about it. Warrior J says, flawless. Before Surfer comes on, what was your view on Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1? I'm fucking done with this team. I don't care about the fucking referee. I don't want to hear about the refs. I hear you. That's why I always say it's on my football team. My football team has more control of a result in a game than the referee. We know the referees are bad. Whether it was a penalty or not on Gallagher, Chelsea were horrendous. So that's why I'm not hearing about no complaints about referees. And this is why I respect what you're saying, Warrior J. Chelsea were awful. Even if you get that penalty score, I still think you lose the game. You know what terrible? Like Chilwell in particular, I thought was absolutely awful. Like none of your players were good. Your goalkeeper, yeah. The subs did decent, like Gusto and Nkunku. But awful Badiashile, terrible. Terrible. Silva, someone like him, just letting Nunes run off him, but it's the high line and stuff. And again, that's on Poch with the high line and things of that nature. You got the Sassy playing as a right back. Like, just play Gusto. Playing against Diaz, it's not like you're playing against someone super in form. Play, or if it's Nunes out there or whoever, it's just, yeah. Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, Caicedo wasn't good. Enzo is a player who is only going to thrive when everything. He's a
luxury player.
He's a luxury player. Pre-pause, he's the cherry on top of the cake. That's what he is. Like he's never gonna be. He's not the guy. He's not the guy to be our team. Yeah, that's a work in progress. You bring him into a Manchester City because do I think Enzo is super talented? Absolutely. The things he did in that game. And yeah, go on, just go on.
He is like Toni Kroos. When he went from Bayern to Madrid, in terms of you gotta get a player like him into a team where, okay, we just need another piece to kind of to complement the other guys in terms of what we're trying to do. And then obviously you saw what Madrid did with the free Pete and then the Casemiro, Modric, Kroos midfield. But if you bring obviously Gallagher is
Kroos is a prime example. Like everyone we all here rate Toni Kroos highly. I'm not talking about Toni Kroos now. We're talking about like prime Toni Kroos. If you put him into United or Chelsea's team, he'd struggle. He'd struggle. Yes, he would do better than what we have, but he would struggle. But hey, people, special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I like Carefree Lewis G is here. Yes, family. What are you telling me, man?
Same shit, different away game.
I said same shit, different away game. All right, let's go there, man. I know you spoke on this a lot, but thoughts on the game? Well, not thoughts on the game. Who do you criticize most? Obviously, your Poch out, we know that. But yeah, just overall, like the goals you conceded. What's your overall thoughts on today? Well, yesterday, technically now.
Oh, fucking mess. So just top to, but yeah, we should have had 2 penalties. Whatever. And I don't care. Like even we drew, we didn't deserve to win the game. It's whatever, man. Maybe it leads to a difference, but we're gonna act like we deserve that performance. Because say I want the manager to at least push for a little bit more instead of just saying it is what it is. But I mean, it's fucking Pochettino. What do I expect from that prick? But yeah, players stunk. Setup stunk. Just walked out there and failed. That's it. Jeez. The man walked off fresh off the bus, did nothing, and just stunk it out. Just stunk it out, bro. Top to bottom. Big up to Petrovic, big up to Chukwuemeka, big up to Nkunku. That's about it. Defense was absolutely atrocious. Anybody who still rates Ben Chilwell in big 2024, have a fucking look at yourself. He's an absolute embarrassment. This brother is shit. At least Colwell ain't a left back. At least he's a centre-back being played out of position. Chilwell ain't got no excuse. Run around by some NPC from the fucking Liverpool Academy. I didn't even know who Conor Bradley was a fucking month ago. And now he's just spinning out he's won the Champions League. Give him time. Fuck you. Chilwell is shit. Badiashile, worst game in a Chelsea shirt. Silva, it's up there. All atrocious. Enzo and Caicedo, I'll actually defend them to a certain point. This setup in the midfield was atrocious again. Scott said it perfectly. We treat Enzo like he's McTominay. Minimize his touches and push him into the box. And then we wonder why it don't work. Caicedo left isolated in the 6 to carry 2-man's role by himself. Again, Gallagher, this guy. The people who say this man is player of the season, do you actually watch Chelsea play? This guy overthinks fucking everything. He is fucking useless in possession. End of the first half, I saw Sterling in acres of space. The guy looks at him and turns round.
He did. I don't know what you're talking about at the edge of the box.
He turns round.
Yeah, that was crazy, yo. Even I was shouting. I'm not even at Chelsea. I was shouting, play it to Sterling. Man's free.
Palmer had no influence, but I think this game just confirms like the false 9 thing ain't for him because we just don't have anyone further forward to actually be the outlet. Broja stinks, but at least he's an outlet. You have someone you can push the ball towards. Palmer, he don't get any of the ball. He comes back to try and receive possession. And then when we try to push the ball forward, nobody's there. So it's stuck. Or it's just Gallagher further forward. And like, what the fuck is he going to do? Sterling, shit. Madueke, not good enough. Mudryk, fucking shit. But there's me done with the players. Now we can talk about Poch. He went to Anfield and played a high line with Silva.
Yeah, he did.
You piece of shit.
He did. That's crazy.
You absolute piece of shit. You are lucky Darwin Núñez is Darwin Núñez. Because if that was anyone with any brain cells in between those ears, we're holding about 6 or 7. Thankfully, it's Núñez who just turns around and thinks, oh, shoot, fuck it. Why not? Don't matter if there's a runner. Don't matter if I'm 30 yards from goal or have a hoof. That's the only difference. And he still stripped Thiago Silva all game.
He did.
The midfield, again, left out to dry, and they will hold the majority of the blame because of their price tags, because these fucking idiots don't watch our team play. It's ridiculous. Referee was a piece of shit. Unnecessary yellows, red, left, right, and centre, and we should have had 2 penalties. How you give away the pen for us and you don't give Nkuku's penalty is outrageous. VAR obviously not doing their jobs because it's Klopp's last 4 months and we want to rim his asshole until then. Dickheads. It's fucking ridiculous. All of it. Top to bottom stunk except Petrovic. And Nkuku. Ryan's been here for like the whole show and he didn't even hear me talk about Caicedo. Play the stream back, bruv. I can't be asked.
Yeah, play the stream back. I thought Gusto as well. I thought he was okay when he came in.
He did all right. I don't really remember too much from him at that point. I'll be sorry.
He wasn't a liability.
Yeah, Disasi really struggled at right back. He really struggled. It was just shit overall. But like, okay, cool. The players weren't good this time. The manager was still shit. But I know what the agenda is going to be. Oh, look at your players. Fuck off, man.
Hey,
now look at us.
Going to Liverpool with a high line is crazy.
We conceded 4 chances in the first 20.
Yeah, you did.
Just off that high line alone. Caicedo literally just left to rot in the midfield.
Yeah, why does he not play why does he just play 4-2-3-1 rather than 4-1-4? Because I was watching your stream and you lot was talking about that, and it's literally a 4-1-4-1.
You know what? You know what? Because if you actually go pre-game, the shit that he was talking about, whom the Delta's wrong, how he wants to spoil the party. He wanted to spoil the party, and he, like Matisse said, he helped him. He helped the Liverpool players prepare the cake for Klopp after the farewell.
He was there helping set up, man. He was there early helping set up.
He was there for the setup, bro.
He is a piece of shit.
Oh my days!
He is a piece of shit, a tactically challenged, useless prick.
But you know what this though? Is this performance any difference though to all the other performances? Just that you played a better team.
Maybe. That's why I was telling people I'm not sold by this little run of form. Oh, whoop-de-doo. We finally realised Middlesbrough. We beat Fulham with a penalty. Oh, we beat Preston. Oh, shiver me fucking timbers. We beat Sheffield United. Wow. We beat Luton. We did the double over Luton. The funniest thing is that actually might be the only thing we can hype at the end of the season.
Is the double over.
And this is what people were falling for. Oh, Poch is turning things around, you fucking cunts. Every single one of you. You fell for Sheffield United, Preston, Middlesbrough, and Luton. Do you have... And what? Trippier chesting the ball down in our box in the 94th minute. Wow. In a game that we were 2 minutes away from talking about fucking Eddie Howe doing a Jose masterclass. Our fan base are so embarrassing. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe what we've become. We are dead arse 2020 Arsenal. Mocking. They're falling for everything. Oh, let's just blame the owners. Let's blame the players. Poch needs time. Get in the fucking bin.
Yeah, Poch needs time.
You can talk to me about some of the recruitment and say, like, we spent too much on youngsters and everything. You are chatting shit to me if you think this team is 10th place. You're chatting out your ass. Before this game, 3 victories, including the Aston Villa game, would have had us in 4th. And before this game, if we had won 3 of the matches that we had lost, including the Aston Villa game, because they would have lost 3 points too, we would have been 4th or joint 4th.
Yeah, joint 4th with us, yeah. But that's why I said Floch earlier, bro. The gap that
I'm meant to be talking about giving this manager time. Huh? Every single time we have an opportunity, not even get into the European spot, to get above United, we can't even do it. You know how unbearable it is to watch United, and we can't get above you in the table.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. The fact, because you lot are better than us, like on paper. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like squad, like
then we
said,
play you, and look what we bring to Old Trafford.
You lot made us look great. You lot made us look. I can't believe I was watching.
And then people watch and blame the players instead of the manager.
That's the hilarious part about it. The only team that
oh my gosh.
That's the hilarious part about it. I think the only away Big Six game they're gonna have as a win is us. But other than that, generally speaking, I don't know who they're gonna beat.
Spurs, and that was 9.
All I hear is if Sterling passed that 3v1, or if Robert Sanchez didn't pass to Declan Rice. Hey, how about Poch didn't take all of our forwards off against Arsenal too? How about when we were 1-0 down against Wolves, you don't bring on a centre back? How about that?
I saw a tweet just now. I just saw a tweet right now saying how Poch is killing me. He saw Caicedo outnumbered in midfield, and his response was to suck him off and make sure Enzo was outnumbered in midfield instead.
And before you carry on, hey Joe, before you carry on, just 1 second, Lewis. Hey Jonas, is that a monkey emoji in the chat? Did you just drop, my guy? Please explain that one. But go on, carry on, Lewis. Yeah. I swear, man, dropped it. If I'm not tripping, is that a monkey emoji? But I don't get the rest of it. Sorry to cut you off.
Part of me, like, let me check that one quick.
That's what it looks like to me. You lot in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong.
You know no. I don't think it's meant. I think that monkey's like a see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't go off. I was just clarifying it. That's all. I was like, huh? But go on, carry on. Carry on, Lewis.
I've just lost my train of thought now. Yeah, what you said, Enzo. Yeah, the guy's just trolling this football club. The guy's just trolling, and he'll stay here until he fucks the Carabao Cup final up, and then these idiots will sack him. And when we get to that point, I've got so much smoke for these owners if they do that shit. They fucking do that shit. Are you kidding me? Like, the fact he's even here is a joke. What are we going to say? Poch took us to the cup final. How about we talk about that? Him taking us to the cup final. What? Oh, Wimbledon. Second round. Thank the Lord that Wimbledon game was not televised. Otherwise, people might have seen this shit from earlier. You do not understand how disgraceful that Wimbledon game was. We won off a penalty and their goalkeeper going walkabouts for 25 yards. Brighton, whatever. Injuries aside, Brighton are shit. Their media's fuck. We get through 1-0, whatever. Let's not pretend it was convincing, but we get through. What's after that? Blackburn. Wow. Blackburn Rovers. Are we going to pretend it's 1993? Fuck out of here. Then after that, what? Newcastle. Like we already said, we were lucky to even get pens. Then we get the luck of the draw and draw Middlesbrough. and he still loses the away leg.
Yeah,
And it's still his fault. And then we go and he decides to actually use the 2 brain cells that bounce around between his ears and set up a decent team against Borough. Wow. You have 1 good performance in 5, and that's against a team that drew to the bottom of the table, Rotherham, 3 days before that. 16 injuries as well. They actually can use the injury excuse, not you. Is that what you want to flex? Middlesbrough's B team. He took us to a final. Fuck off.
We got Surfer in the building, but before we go to Surfer, you lot run up the likes. Run up. There's over 60 people in here. Hit the like button. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. The link's in the title. Carefree Lewis Street. Click the link. Make sure you subscribe here. We are less than halfway away now from 10k subscribers. We've gone over 9,500, so road to 10k, and go subscribe to the gaming channel, road to 1k. And the membership is active on the Sarcasm City TV gaming channel. The membership's also active on here on the main channel still. Link is in the pinned comment. Over to Surfer. Yes, Surfer. I ain't gonna ask you how you are. This is a stupid question, but thoughts on the game?
Actually, outside of football, how are you, Surfer?
Fuck off, Jim.
You know what? That's a message I can get behind. I'm with that. Yes, if I know you're good outside of football, what we was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not going to mention on here what we was talking about yesterday before we were live. Yeah. So you more than blessed, you know what I'm saying? But go on.
I'm more than blessed. I'm being punished on the sporting level this week for some reason.
Hey, you deserve it. Hey, you got to hold that, man. You deserve it.
Man. You deserve one of these. Hey, do you like a sandwich with knuckles? You're going to get one.
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, you won't need it because your teeth will be gone by then as well. So a milkshake or something. No, listen. Just go back to any one of these streams this season, just rerun my greatest hits because I'm just repeating the same shit. He's a loser. I mean, he's come out abbreviation statement saying tonight it's just another game. I mean, and then yesterday in the press conference, he was calling the season like fantastic or something like that. So what? What do you mean it's fantastic?
I don't understand why I have doubters is crazy. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Like, how could you not?
You know, this man's got me praying that you actually get at least a draw tomorrow or a win. Stop Wolves going above us.
Oh, so if Wolves beat us...
Oh, wow. So we've gone from trying to go above United to hoping Wolves don't go above us.
Wolves would go above us by a point or something like that.
So Wolves would go above us then, right? If they beat us tomorrow.
Oh, I think, goal difference. I think goal difference.
Now it's gone from a United hate along to a Wolves hate along. Is this where we've gone?
No, it's a pray along. That's what it is. It's a pray along. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. That's what you got. You got me saying, normally I want Man United to lose every game. You got me actually going, no, just get a draw. I'm fine with you guys getting a draw. Get a draw. It's absolutely fine.
I'm having a look here. Wait. Yeah, if they win, they go above us both.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Flawless. You got to do it for both of us. Oh, fucking hell.
Do it for both of us, Lewis. We can't do it for our fucking selves. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we keep saying.
I wake up and this guy is still employed. I don't care about the cup final. I don't care.
Flawless, do you see why we keep saying we're mud brothers? You literally have to help us both out.
Help us both. We can't even help ourselves. You know what
I'm
saying? I'm praying for a draw. I would take a draw right now.
Yeah, you need a draw to stop them going above you. Go to 10th and 11th place.
I ain't gonna lie, Surfer. I just take a draw so we don't get embarrassed.
That's what I mean.
We could get embarrassed.
That's what I mean.
Hey, we should. Hey, you want to talk? Hey, we struggled past the 16th place Newport County in League 2. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen to us, but go on, carry on.
You know what's deeper than that? Let Wolves beat them. Who do Wolves play next?
No way did they play you.
Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m.
The first one was so nice. I had to do it twice. Oh my god. The setup was actually hilarious.
The irony, hey, when people say the footballing universe is a thing, that's all I'm saying. After this conversation,
this is evil. This is evil.
By
the way, does anyone want a Wolves ticket? That's another swerve.
Isn't it?
It's getting to the point where I might just swerve everything with him in charge until things improve.
So, I don't know why anyone still doubts. I don't know why anyone still, any rival fans go, well, why you shouldn't just blame the manager. It's like, okay, well, tell me his tactics today, please. What were his tactics today? I'd like to know. I know he went there with a false 9, but then why is he telling the false 9 to go on the right wing when we've already got a right winger? Or not telling him to stay central or something like that. The reason for a false 9 is to get the wingers more up, even further ahead, but closer to you, so you can have some influence like that. Again, the inconsistencies in midfield, having Caicedo as a single 6. Why not just ask him to play both as a pivot and let Gallagher do that job? He doesn't have to go that high up because you've got Cole Palmer already in the centre. So you're literally playing 4 8s essentially, or 3 8s and a 6 right there. It doesn't make any sense. Ben Chilwell, disgrace. Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, he was awful.
You guys, you Chelsea fans trying to don't worry, Ben Chilwell's the best left back. That's one of the worst performances I've ever seen in a 45-minute from a left back. That's worse than any of Colwell's performances this season. That 45-minute performance there. And Colwell gets leeway because he's not a left back. Do you know what I mean? He's not a left back. And why this persistent thing? What if you're going to play?
Says the game will be different at Wembley due to it being a neutral place.
This is it. Why play out from the back?
I hate him.
Why play out from the back if you're going to play slow out from the back?
Yeah.
The purpose of playing out from the back and having Liverpool press on you is that you play it quickly, not slowly. Every time we passed it out from the back, we played slowly. What's the point? Just hoof it. Hoof the ball.
I said that because you lot didn't have no one to hit as a target. That's what it is. You need an outlet.
Okay, so Ben Chilwell played shit today. I don't want Battered still at left back. He's not a left back. Even if Ben Chilwell played shit, just leave him. Leave the Sassy at right back and bring Gusto on at left back. Bring Gusto on at left back if you're going to change Ben Chilwell.
You can play left back.
Sassy was fine at right back. Diaz wasn't doing much down that right hand side, down the left hand side. Just do it like that. And it's just, and then it's like it's just all the same hits, greatest hits. You know what? I'm going to try it again because you're just making me repeat myself. There's nothing more I can give you. I cannot analyze this game any different from all this shit performances this season. Right? It's what is it that he can't motivate these players to actually go, hey, do you know what, guys? You're playing for your cup final places. That's the easiest motivation for any player.
That's true. That's a very valid.
Easiest motivation. Oh, by the way, you're now all right. You got us to the final. Doesn't mean you're in the final. You guys are playing for your performance will dictate me picking you for the final. But when he comes up with comments like, "Oh, it's just another game," that sinks into the squad. Meaning, well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how we perform. The manager comes out public. I'm not asking him to rip the players publicly, but just come out and say it's not good enough.
That's what you could easily say. Yeah,
there's a
way to criticize. You could easily
say, do you know what? We need to take a look at as a group. And myself, we need to take a look at ourselves. That's not good enough. And all this, you need senior player shit. Experienced players are the worst players in this squad. They're the worst players. I'll defend Raheem Sterling because I think he gets too much flack. Today, he let Connor Bradley, aka Tom Little, put him in his pocket.
Shout out Tom Little. Oh, Tom Little. That was legit calling him Tom Little during the game.
Battered and Thiago Silva for that first goal. Pathetic defending. It wasn't even a good skill by Jota. It wasn't even a good skill. He just did that thing. And Thiago Silva, that pathetic little foot he put in. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Oh, listen, the players weren't good today. They can take their blame. But again, I'll go to the fact that I just don't know what his tactics are in his game plan because your team is reflecting you, Poch, by looking lost on that pitch. Lost. You don't go to Anfield and play a false 9 like that. You just don't do it whatsoever. Yeah, I don't care even if Broha is being sold, and I don't rate Broha, but just put him up there as a battering ram. Because we'll tell you what happened. With Cole Palmer playing the false 9 the way he did, it allowed Liverpool to go even further up than they did. Yeah. It allowed them to further up. Allowed Van Dijk and Konate to spray those long balls over the top because they had no one there pressuring them whatsoever. If you notice, Cole Palmer was more closer to the halfway line than actual up top, like that, causing anything. And that's not. It's hard to deride Cole Palmer because he's not a false 9 like that. He doesn't want to play false 9. He wants to play wide and drift in. He doesn't want to do the false 9 shit. You know, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't wait for Nico Jackson to come back.
Jeez.
But to me,
Fuck the Senegal manager, by the way. Piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Oh, we all need to go back to Senegal together. Let's hold hands.
I just, and it's like everyone going, oh yeah, we need a left back. Yeah, we got one. He's in Germany, but he was never played at left back. And now we'll see what he can do as a left back, as attacking. Oh, he's too small. Yeah, I'll give you Danny Rose and whoever fucking played at PSG because they were giants, weren't they? Do you know what I mean? It's like this whole height thing. Yeah. That's fine if you're asking to mark fucking Virgil van Dijk. I'm asking to mark like McAllister or something like that. I'm not asking to mark Virgil van Dijk and Canate and something like that. It's just the same old shit. And you know what? He's worse than Potter because I expected more and better. That's why he's worse than Potter. And all this but the owners and the directors. Listen, I'll blame the owners for who they hire. I blame the owners for buying into the directors' bullshit. Because if the owners didn't do this youth project in the summer of 22, it all changed when he brought the directors in. They'd gone with, and also they've got to bring people that Man City are so great. They hired the Barcelona people. That's why their structure is so good. Go hire the people that used to be at Bayern Munich, not the current ones because they're shit, but the ones that used to be at Bayern Munich. Slama Hammerzic or whatever his name is, something like that.
He's actually a fraud, but I get your overall point though.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
They're the best. Go to Real Madrid right now. Who's doing good for Real Madrid? Because their recruitment, they've lined up their midfield for the next 15 fucking years, and they got Modric and Kroos still there. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah. It's like go get, just poach the guys from City, overpay them, so you've got total control, like that. You've got total control. You know why you got total control? Proven winners. Right there. I've seen what you've done at City. Pep's done great and your recruitment's done great, but the structure's fantastic. It's the best in the world. Yeah? What? It's the best in the world. Yeah? Don't care what anyone says. You can say 115 charges. Prove them. Because at the moment, you haven't proven them.
I'd take the 115 charges for that.
I'll take 115 charges for a treble. Yeah? No problem.
Yeah. And I'll take 215 charges for that success. Yeah, fine.
I'll be guilty of all them and start AFC Chelsea the next season. Do you know what I mean? That's what I do. It's just a load of crock of old shit. It's like not to blame the manager who literally I'll credit the manager for getting this job because he defrauded a load of people by giving the answers that everyone wanted to hear, and that's what you do at an interview, no problem. But now it's like
actually I've done it many a time.
I do it all the time. They don't check.
You do all the time.
You don't do this thing. Oh yeah, I've got to look at your back. Fuck it. They don't look at the backgrounds. Piss off. You pass the security check, you're done.
Yeah, facts. Like when they're like, say your colleague's having a bad day, what do you do? Oh yeah, go over and help him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you're really going to check in, right? You're really going to check.
Right, checking it ain't my job.
Exactly. No, but it's just a point of, he asked for experience. We targeted Vlahovic. He didn't want Vlahovic. Do you know what I mean? He didn't want Vlahovic. You want experience? You've got experience there. Apart from Cole Palmer, and I think Cole Palmer's an aberration because I think he's just a free spirit and would play well anyway. It's a legitimate argument. It's a legitimate argument. He's made we're worse defensively under him. The problem with Potter is that we couldn't score. Yeah, we've actually scored more goals this season than last season. So, what does that say? That the attackers, as bad as they may be, are getting the numbers, but we're rubbish defensively. We're rubbish defensively. Petrovic conceded 4 goals today. He can come out and be man of the match.
Oh yeah, facts.
I don't want my goalkeeper being man of the match. I'm sorry, it means my team's play crap. Unless we go down to like 10 men, 9 men or something like that, and he has to be man of the match, no problem. But that's what I keep saying to you. It's like, but you look at the squad he has, and I'll keep pointing. Okay, Gary O'Neill, whatever his name is at Bournemouth, Ange to a certain extent, Unai Emery, Eddie Howe over the past 2 years, the Luton manager who smashed up Brian, deserving last season. It's all coaching. Everyone goes, I need an elite and world-class manager. There are no elite world-class managers by name. They are earning that status by doing what they're doing right now. Okay? That's the problem. Ancelotti, he is world-class, but he wouldn't do this, a young team like this. He's earned the right not to. You might say, well, Real Madrid have got younger players. Yeah, but it's Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's an aura.
Again, I use him all the time. He's the anomaly. He's clocked the game. He's just out here.
Yeah. He's smoking a cigar and
doing extra stuff. use it all the time, but it's like when you play GTA and you clock the game and you're just running around doing side missions and running around.
It's like Jacob. It's like Jacob playing up front. It's a fraud. He's a fraud. And he's a fraud.
Actually, Jacob, you about shortly. Let me know if you're about in about half an hour, Jacob. That would actually be a help.
We need our Darwin Nunes.
Facts.
Right,
Darwin Nunes. Big up Andrew for the super chat. Much appreciated by guy. He says, big up everybody. Appreciate the streams. Helps my mental health. Every game this season, I go into a rage. Not a single convincing performance. Pathetic. He is a Chelsea fan.
Big up, brother.
Just want to say a few things. Big up for the super chat first and foremost, Andrew. Secondly, glad we can help you with your mental health. All jokes aside, because we run the channel's called Sarcasm City. It's built on a joke. All that aside, glad we can genuinely help with your mental health. Because mental health.
I'm glad me being stressed out is helping you.
There we go. It helps. And all I can say is, Andrew, just understand your team's terrible and you won't go into a rage. That's where I'm at with United. This is why you don't see me react angrily or disappointed. I know what it is. Yeah, Lewis will get there. You'll get there eventually.
No, my team ain't terrible. My coach is shit. That's my problem.
I can't rate. I can rate some of these players and go, they're never going to be like Mudrik's never going to be that guy. I'm convinced of it, no matter what. But I don't know some of these others. How everyone goes, oh, Enzo's crap. Well, how come Graham Potter had him in doing stuff in a single pivot last year by himself? How come he done that? You know what I mean? Caicedo is rubbish. Yeah, when he's playing a single six, he wasn't doing it at Brighton, was he? He was doing it with McAllister and something like that. He doesn't do it
never context. You know what they say? Oh, before the price tag, and for where Chelsea are in the table, he's not really been performing, has he? Same bullshit argument, bro. Just tell me you think he's overpriced and get over with.
Yeah, it's like that's fine. You want to judge him on his price tag? That's fine. Then I just don't have to debate with you. So
good. You see, well, can I say though? But I think that's the biggest issue though, that the people that obviously, that's probably one thing that I think is right to maybe criticize the owners in terms of who they put into places, because
that's fine.
They made those people in the board, and I'm talking about not Bowley and Barley, I'm talking about the guys like Vinstaldi and Dimman.
Yeah,
they built the team.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Is
the manager doing the best job to get the best out of them? No. But the fact that the team just looks so unbalanced regardless of the manager is, I think, something that I would look at them. But then also,
I agree. The manager, I will go back to Jonas and say, this literally at the end of the season, no matter what happens, even if Poch finishes sixth and we win the League Cup and an FA Cup or something like that, go back and actually look at this strategy. It's fine having young players, right? I understand that. But you need to strike a balance in some areas, like up front. Maybe not goalkeeping like Petrovic stepping up, but also get a manager who's going to use the fullest squad. Because even when everyone was fit, he never used the left backs. Played Cole at left back. This whole thing, he's only playing Cole at left back because of injuries. No, brother. He had 3 left backs and he refused to play them. He played one at left wing for 5 games.
He played Chilwell at left wing. Yeah, that's
crazy. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. Every excuse. Oh yeah, but you had to do this. No. He made those choices. Yeah, it wasn't like he came into this. And also, I blame the injuries on him. There's about a high percentage of them happening in training. So I need to know what's going on. That needs to be investigated as well. Because we didn't used to get this high amount in training. On the pitch, you can go, okay, that's on the pitch. That happens. But why is it happening in training all the time? And it's just, I don't know. I just somehow wish get the League Cup in and like finish the season from there. I don't really, don't really care after that. You know what I mean?
Faz.
I'll trudge along to the end of the season, get the League Cup, get the European football, and then just trudge along from there and sack him in the summer. I'd sack him after the League Cup final when we win it. That's what I'd do.
Win it and sack him.
Should you be allowed to make that cup final? Now we could win that. We could actually have a serious game in that final if we had someone else.
I think it's a waste of energy. We all know he's going to get to the League Cup final. It's just
I know, but it's like, I swear, if it takes us losing the cup for him to get knocked out, then I have no more energy left.
I tell you what.
That is such a loser mentality.
I tell you what could get in the sack. Another performance in the cup final like this.
So if you get beat like
it
4-1 or
shouldn't
something
get
like
to
that, in the
that.
final.
It really shouldn't.
This is what Lewis is saying.
I know, but I'm telling you, and you know this, he's not getting sacked. We all know this, right? He's not getting sacked. Even after, I'd be shocked. I'd be great. It'd be great, but I do not see him getting sacked after this. I just don't. We got
The saddest thing is, I hear you. It's just so dejecting.
These guys,
these men are looking more and more like losers by the defeat.
Right, that's the problem, because it's all about ego now. It's the same with the Potter thing, really. It's all about ego. But listen. It's not going to get any better. I don't think. You want to go into and spend more money in the summer on a striker and something else. I don't want him coaching any new players. And look what he's doing with the players he currently has. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't give him anyone else, especially with his shit talent ID. Get out of here.
That sounds like the Potter last season. Like, I don't want to give him no players. Like, well, it's literally just.
I think
Potter needed players. I didn't start judging him until he had the January window. We brought in 5-6 players. I was like, cool, that's enough. Let's see if we improve. We got worse.
Let's be honest. Last season, we sold the bulk of our midfield. And then they had Gallagher and Enzo in there. And then I think Potter would do better than Poch with this current squad. Right,
probably.
I think he'd do better.
He at least set up a defensive structure.
Yeah.
He actually sets up a structure to begin with.
Yeah.
Just general.
Not this.
Better forwards and a better midfield.
That's true.
We're doing two. When we're marking in the box, we're doing two sets of defensive play. We've got man marking and the other one at the same time. I swear that's what we're doing.
Yeah, because this motherfucker's indecisive with everything.
Yeah. Honestly.
Well,
it shows on the pitch. That's why we all have extra fucking touches whenever we get to the final third.
I mean,
it
makes all the sense.
Like coaching this guy is such a fucking catfish.
Again, it makes sense to Lewis though. Like, his mom calls him the Crier.
His mom calls him
La Lorana. Oh, don't.
Yeah, they came a tweet out about how when he was younger, his mom.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, that was like a tweet that came out a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Lewis, find that real quick.
I got
a little something for you.
You've got a Sam telling people he's the third best manager in this league.
Yeah, because Sam a fraud. You know, the only person who's more fraudulent than Poch and Ten Hag, fucking Don Hassam.
Yeah,
that's who.
You know, I'm doing a stream with him and Mo at 1:30 tomorrow. Poch inners.
Yeah.
Mo, that's the worst. You versus the Poch inners, bro. I need to top in.
I don't think I've got the mental state for that stream tomorrow. I
feel for you there. Pochettino has refused to provide assurances he will keep his emotions in check on Monday, even if there is a little room for sentiment. He previously confessed during his time at Spurs he was nicknamed La Lorana?
La Lorana.
La Lorana, which translates to the crier by his mother due to his sensitivity. Why would you reveal this? Yeah, I feel, this
is my fucking coach. And now we want to talk about mentality.
Something
his mum called him the crier.
Yeah, his
your mother.
You know the ironic thing.
Not even your mates trying to mug you off. Your mum.
You know the ironic thing about this season.
My fucking coach, the guy who's been instructed to lead this group of young players, is nicknamed the fucking Crier. And he didn't know if he could keep his emotions in check when he's going to fucking Tottenham.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Remember when we made the Champions League final and he went all down to his knees, bro? It's not like
that's the ironic thing, because he's making most of the fan base cry. He's making most of the fan base cry.
I'm actually crying right now. What the hell?
Hey, my called me.
Let's be real, bro. Like, because there's a lot of young G's there. Like, do you have Modueke and all that? You know the banter. In the future, they must be calling the Crier too. I was saying, bro.
Probably. You think these men respect this bitch?
No, I was saying, bro. Oh my god, I'm dying, bro. I said the Crier. I get the nah.
You know, Madueke, Chukwuemeka, all them man who barely get game time with this guy, they're all cussing him out.
Yeah, the crier is crazy, you know. That is wild, Joe. That translates to the crier. By his mother due to his sensitivity, you know. Damn. Why would you call him that?
He didn't call him the crier for his fucking self-awareness with his quotes this season. He don't fucking know what he's talking about. Fantastic. Fantastic season. Fantastic. When I go on the streets, the Chelsea fans, it's good. What fucking streets are you going on? Candyland or something like that? Because you ain't fucking going on real streets because you get bottled or something like that for the way you're doing it. So I tell you what, come to my street, Pochettino. I'll tell you what how fucking good your season's been. Come to this street, yeah? What street are you talking about? Quality Street.
Come to the street, man. We got you.
I might have shifted my
Sesame Street. Sesame Street. I mean, come on.
At least Potter was. Remember when Potter came after I had just had an emergency meeting. At least he was. At least he was sacked. At least he had the sarcasm. Before Potter's generally like nah, but it kind of. Thinking about it, no, it actually makes a lot of sense. This dude used to be actually very sensitive at Tottenham. Like, this guy doesn't want no beef. The guy doesn't want no beef. The guy doesn't want no doesn't want his guys to be mentality monsters like people will say, like to use these words type of things. Like, he doesn't want these guys are all soft, bro. And it's kind of like I'm thinking. I mean, before you were here, Lewis and so forth, obviously we were talking about Ancho. We were talking about how, in my opinion, you kind of see the reflection of the manager in the team. And I think most teams in the league, you can see the reflection. But when it comes to kind of like United and Chelsea this season, you can see the reflection of the manager. But it also shows why those two teams are so bad this year.
You see that? Because the manager's shit and the team is shit.
Someone put it in the chat, right? I would legitimately take in the league right now, I will take 17 of the coach. I will not take Ten Hag and I will not take Chris Wilder as a coach. I will take nearly every other single other coach in the league right now.
I said in the Premier League. He's in the Premier League right now. So 17 out of 19. And here
17 out of 19.
You wouldn't take Ten Hag, Manchester United fans.
No. And he outcoached Poch, by the way. He did. Poch, by the way. Yeah. He outcoached
I will say, Ten Hag interim till the end of the season, I'll bite the bullet. Oh,
yeah, please. Yeah, take him.
I take the Luton coach over Poch. I take the Bournemouth coach over Poch.
Bring the Luton coach.
I take Espirito Santo over Poch. I take Ange over Poch. I take Eddie Howe now. I take Eddie Howe now over Poch. That's what I take right now. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I take Sean Dyche over Poch. I take Company over Poch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I might even stoop to low and take Roy Hodgson over Poch at this moment in time.
Might as well. At least he set you up defensively.
Yeah.
Fuck it. He might have some semi-respectable quotes after games.
Yeah, it is.
Plus, it'd just be a bit funnier.
Hey, you
Poch just makes me sick inside. And these idiots defend him because he has a good run of form in the most piss-easy run of games.
Facts. They
didn't do nothing in any except two of them.
Fuck it, I'd take Carrick over Poch.
Facts.
He legitimately came out and said we targeted Colwell. And they did. So he knew your tactics. And you still played into those tactics.
Yeah, bring me Carrick any day over this bum. Yeah, say less. I wouldn't even blink twice. I saw enough in the 2 games he had with Man United as interim to say he's better.
I tell you what, Jacob. When Ange leaves for Liverpool, I'm going to drink in your tears when Ange goes to Liverpool.
Big up Lex as well. Been a member of the channel for 3 months. Big up to my Don Lex.
Big up for the membership and simultaneously fuck off.
Our link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people, as well. You lot continue to get your questions in. I was just allowing Lewis and Surfer to get a lot off their chest. You lot got any questions?
The only good thing is
yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be back Sunday to do this.
I'm gonna be so real, brother. Man City might be a maybe. It might be a maybe.
Yo, fam, just pull up after.
Just go to Manchester. Go to the game.
Yeah, just pull up.
Yeah. You know, it might be a good night out. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It will be a good night out.
Yeah, be a good night out. Don't worry about the game.
At least losing. Yeah, you know what? Losing to City won't hurt that deep. At least I think it's fucking City. And
we'll pattern it.
Let me not say too much before we hold 9 there or some bullshit.
Hey, hold that. Hey, you not go there and hold 9. We'll go there and hold 10. Don't worry about it, man. We got your back. You know what I'm saying?
So trust me, bro. You are not as bad as we are right now with this code.
You know what? It's crazy part is we're not. You know what I'm saying?
Every single thought I had about us being better than you, I watched it die in front of my eyes at Old Trafford. Like, this is why we're below United. All right, cool.
This man got a draw at Anfield. You got a draw at Anfield. And you lost your next game, so didn't make the draw. But you got a draw at Anfield.
To be fair, that was pre club.
They had Trent and Salah. They had Trent. No, but they had Trent and Salah when they faced Man United.
I forgot.
You know what? Their midfield cancer got dropped. Ours was brought back into the lineup.
The hilarious part was that I don't believe though Chelsea would actually.
Speaking about midfield, yeah, go on, Jez, go on.
I do believe Chelsea would actually beat Newport though comfortably.
And they went down to 10 men as well. He was right.
Oh yeah, it was late. Yeah, Delo got sent off late. And Sheik says, speaking of midfield cancers, thoughts on Conor Bradley having the same assists as Bruno in 18 less games. All of a sudden, Sheik, you know how people don't want to talk numbers no more. Numbers guys don't want to do the numbers when the numbers ain't numbering. All of a sudden, everyone's different on that. You know what I'm saying? Tony tried that nonsense yesterday. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, it was Bruno over Ericsson when the numbers was in his favor. Then when we found out the numbers are the same, man don't want to. Now numbers don't matter. And it's the same. All me and you have heard for time, Sheik, in regards to Bruno is numbers, goals and assists he gets. Now that the goals and assists have dried up, no one's mentioning numbers. Bear in mind, I don't use numbers as a sole metric. I think it's an indicator. And this is what I was getting at yesterday when me and Tony was talking. He was talking about creativity. And creativity and assists don't necessarily go hand in hand. Because some of the most creative midfielders we've ever seen don't have that many assists. Pirlo's one of the most creative midfielders we've ever seen. How many assists does he have? What are we talking about here? So we're going to turn around and say he's not creative. How many assists does Mudryk have? How many assists does Zidane have? Any of these man in the top 10, someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. You lot know better than me. But that's the point I'm making. It's not a clear indicator just because you get assists that you're more creative than someone who doesn't. So yeah, thoughts on this? Typical. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, typical now all of a sudden, man, like I say, numbers guys don't want to talk numbers when the numbers ain't numbering. Cop out. You know what I'm saying? Very much so. That's what I'd say about that. And to C Cubed, you absolute crook, says that we talking about Luton now, Steve O cooking. That's gonna be an ongoing running theme. To Andrew says, Flawless, how many Chelsea players would you take in your team? I'd swap your squad for mine in a heartbeat. Swap your squad. I can't stand my squad.
It's the worst coach.
You have the best. You have like goalkeeper without doubt. As much as I like Martinez and Varane centre backs, I like your overall you have more because you got Thiago Silva. I like, but Shile was awful, but I do rate. I think Desassi's decent as well. I think Colwell. I think that's a good 4, and I'm probably missing one. All right, your fullbacks are not good, but our fullbacks are bang average too. So it's average for average.
You take Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Gusto clears any fullback that we have without
so it's because he had a good listen, whatever you think about it. I thought he was, whatever you want to think about it, he had an okay-ish performance. But that's what we're talking about. I can judge some of these players and write them off like a Mudryk, but I can't write all of them off because I don't know how good they are under a coach. I think if we swap coaches tonight, I think we had Klopp for the last year, from the start of the season. I think he's getting way more out of this squad.
Yeah, 100%. I think he is.
Poches.
Yeah. I do regards to the midfield. Yeah, I rate Casemiro, of course, highly. Maino, I like. That's it. Whereas I look at Chelsea, my fan of Caicedo, Enzo also as well. Chukwuemeka looks decent, even though all these. So midfield is
not. Yeah, a good cameo.
Yeah. There isn't really much in it. Attack, clears us. Palmer and Sterling alone. People can criticize and say them two alone. Yes.
And I like both goals are in defeat.
Nice goal.
So it's a good goal. So yeah, I'm swapping the squad for ours, and that's I didn't even mention more. You know what I'm saying? So yes, multiple players.
I'd even put. Do you know what? I know it's a small sample. I'd put Petrovic over Onana. this season.
Oh, yeah. That's not even a debate. I'm taking Petrovic now. I could swap them now. Yes, run me. I've seen enough of Petrovic a few games ago.
I like that boy. Get him over.
Yeah. He's that 100%. Some of the saves I've seen him make. Let's go.
Which goes to show again is the coach and his staff. No, I'm not. You know what? I need to get on. You know what? I need to get onto his backroom staff as well. We need to have more. We need to start blaming them as well because he doesn't coach them all by himself. And he's still. I think he's kept the same. I think he's kept the same coaching staff as well since Spurs.
Yes,
he's not changed
which is ironic because I think Jesus from Paris. I think he's his assistant. He's a fitness coach. He's not even like
doesn't Pep at least change his assistant manager every now and again?
Yeah, because obviously Arteta at least the other one
just left someone else.
So he changes up.
I always thought they ended up getting job roles.
What you said?
I always thought they end up just getting opportunities out of other clubs, like Arteta left to go Arsenal.
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean, though. Like usually either those ones leave for other jobs for themselves, or sometimes it's going to be a thing of just replacing them, just because obviously you want to mix it up because certain things are not. For example, Tuchel had the set piece coach that was actually really good with him. Obviously, brought him over to Bayern Munich now from Chelsea. So. Like it's just certain things that just work like that, but obviously you can't always. Like I think one of our assistant coaches, he was actually approached by Swansea, during this month, but he ended up staying. So yeah, but Poch's team has been here the whole time.
Yeah, sack them all.
Yeah. Chelsea 101 says, "Does Lewis have any smoke for?" The Chelsea basically saying the owners, what's your
they're keeping this prick in charge, and I know I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm not going to get a club statement. So yeah, and then when I don't get that club statement, we will be live tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, we do. These men are keeping this prick in charge, like we said earlier. It's another ego trip.
Yeah. That's the criticism.
I told you, in terms of players, I believe in the squad that we have. I don't believe in this coach, and my problem with these owners is their manager ID is shit. And they don't know when to pull the trigger. They pulled the trigger too late with Potter, and they're pulling it too late with Poch.
See what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that the directors have more influence. I think it's really directors, because I think the owners have really backed off in terms of that they really only step in now when these guys come fucking negotiate, like with Caicedo and Enzo and stuff like that. Which says that's what they're bought for, to negotiate. The owners don't.
If you like Winstanley and Stewart are basically just running things.
Yeah, I do. I think they do, and that's the actual natural thing of a big club that happens. The owners don't really.
Even then, they not keep a track of what we're doing. Are they not watching any of these games?
No, because I think
this is not a job technically.
I think what they're doing is that we'll just ride out this storm and it will get better. That's what they're hoping. It's opium. That's what it is. It's hopium at the moment. That's what it is. It's like, we'll do it.
Okay, so it's just more naivety.
We'll ride out. It's bound to get better. Oh, we'll win the cup and then we'll go up the league. And we know. I think they're realistic. I think they've written off Champions League football, right? As they should. They've written it.
Yeah, my source told me they're looking at top 6.
Yes, they're looking at top 6 basic, right?
That's smart. That's smart.
So that's what
but they figured it out because you ain't gonna get there now. But
do I know why we're not going anywhere near top 4? It's because of this shit as Miami. Like I told you before this game, 3 wins away from 4th.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you right.
And they want to tell me no.
I said Timo. There you go, Jacob. I said Timo. Lord, man.
The race in Europe has never been consistent, because if you are consistent, you are in a title race. You are not in top 4. So you need, this guy can barely even master a run with the easiest run of fixtures that we've had of the season. He still managed to lose to Middlesbrough.
But do you think, though, another reason why they don't want to sack him is also because they don't want to have another interim coming in for the season, though? I don't think they're going to
bring Lopetegui till the end of the season done.
But I don't think they would go for him, though.
You should. Over this shit.
No, I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm saying that if that was the possibility, they would have probably exercised it already, because there were opportunities to do that.
The thing about this is it's different from Potter, okay? It's not a 5-year contract. It's a 2-year plus an option of 1. So essentially, at the moment, he's got 18 months left on a deal. So the conversation won't be that much. The thing is now it's all about ego. But I truly actually believe that they brought the structure in, wherever you think about them, good or bad, blah blah blah. But they brought the structure in, and they've been guided by them. Because if you look at when they didn't have the guys in the summer of 22, the players that we bought, it wasn't all younger players. To what they did from last January to now, it's completely gone on 180. It's gone a different way. We bought a Sterling, a Koulibaly, Kukurea, other players, Aubameyang, stuff like that. All experienced players, right? To an extent. Now it's going to complete 180. And listen, that's fine, but I'm lost for words.
I know what you're higher,
I can't think of it. I don't know what else to say. This man's making me lose my vocabulary. I don't have any more words for this man at this moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like if we lose Sunday, what else can I say? Well, context is key. If we lose, go down to 9 men and we lose in the last minute penalty, then I could go, okay, well, that's it. But if we lose 1-0 like we did against Forest or Villa or something
carry
like that, and we go and we lose, then what new things can I say? Can I trot out? I mean, it's pointless me saying Poch out because I already believe it. So I'm not going to hand out and go Poch out. Do you know what I mean? And also I don't believe he's getting sacked even if we lose. It's just that's the thing. That's
you guys will act when we're out of both cups, and
I honestly think no matter what happens, the owners have to look again in the summer and go, okay.
They shouldn't fool themselves.
We went too far in one direction. We need to bring it back a little bit and start mixing it up. We're not talking about getting 28, 29, 30-year-olds, but experienced players in the terms of 25, 26, 27 that have played a lot. Get them in and build around them, stuff like that. And it's only in certain areas as well. Left back, centre back, up front. Maybe another wide player.
You said that so far. So would you, if you were in charge, obviously you would sack Poch. Obviously, I know that feeling, but would you also would you get rid of all these other guys with him as well?
I'd get rid of all them other guys because they're, like I said, if I'm a billionaire, I have big brass balls, and I go to Man City and I go to them guys and say how much I'm going to literally give you control of this club. How much to poach you to see? You've done it all at sea. There's threats of this over you. There's nothing over here. I'm giving you a blank canvas. I'm giving you complete control. Come over here. How much to buy out your contracts? I'll pay it like that. I'll do it right now. That's what I'd do. And I'd say you can decide on the manager because that's what the owner should do. That's all owner wants. The owners, the people that own the states clubs run it like that. In Europe, they run it like that. They give it to the sporting director or something. Like. The owner rarely gets involved. He only gets involved in hiring and firing the manager and the sporting director, and then does it all over again. But leaves it.
Even the CEO. Does Chelsea have a CEO? Because obviously
CEO.
Yes, a CEO, like somebody. So obviously, you have the director of football, all these things, technical directors and all that. But you also have somebody like a CEO who, the one that reports everything back also to the owners, everything. The one that actually has the power to hire director of football, technical directors, all these type of things.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know who it is, but it's like these guys are just not. They're just not it. They don't know. They don't know what it's like to run a successful club. I mean, Brighton and Monaco are a level of success in their own bubble.
Yeah.
If Brighton staying up is a level of success. Brighton finishing 8th and 9th is a level of success. Monaco getting in the Champions League every now and again is a level of success. Stuff like that. It's like, they love the Red Bull model, but is it really that successful? The Red Bull model?
It works. Like you said, for them.
It's
not Chelsea. Yeah, you're right. I'm agreeing with you. Like it's not Chelsea successful.
Exactly.
And plus, if you really think they sign a deal, but they can't sell the club for 10 years or take dividends out for 10 years, so you would think I need to make this club as successful as I can as quickly as I can, right? Or set a plan in motion to get it there. So in 10 years' time, we can sell the club, but we can sell it and look back and go, well, actually, look what we've done in 10 years. We've got this many leagues, got this many European Cups, stuff like that. You know, it's not going to be like, 10 years and it's like 2 League Cups are going to be successful. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's just like that.
Yeah, exactly what you're saying.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Go out and poach. Go out and take them. Take them. What's his name? Tixi Afghanistan, or whatever his fucking name is, and Solano, whatever his name is. I don't know. Solero.
Andrew says, Lewis and Andrew, are you more frustrated at this point of the season than last season at the same point?
Yes. Oh, definitely. Last season, other than despising Mountain Havertz, I accepted we weren't good enough.
Yeah. I
said
it earlier. I'm more disappointed because I expected better. Poch on paper is a better overall than Potter, but we're learning that he's not. So it's more disappointed. It's like I'm not to the extent is I'm now really considering. Of course, I'll watch it, but I'm now not looking forward to the final. That's crazy. That's crazy. I should be looking forward to a final. This guy's making me not look forward because on Sunday it'll be 3 weeks till the final. Now we could do something where we under Sarri when we got battered 6-0 by City and end up playing very well in the final. Should have won the final, but losing on penalties. But it's like in the back of your mind, I never do this because I always want to win trophies. But if he wins the trophy, surely that cements him that he's going to stay longer.
Well, he's staying.
You know what I mean? And I'm going, I should. If the thing is, if you win a League Cup and we finish 9th or 10th, you should still go. Do you know what I mean?
What like
the League Cup should not save you if we finish 9th or 10th.
Like Van Gaal
not save you, but it will. It will. I'm convinced it will. And then he's going to get Osherman and whoever, and he's going. I swear to God, I will literally lose it if Sanchez comes back and he puts him over Petrovic. I will fucking lose it. I swear to God. If Sanchez certainly puts him in over Petrovic, who hasn't done anything wrong, has been one of the better players this season, and as poor as we have been, it's probably going to be up there for player of the season the way it's going. But it's like if he puts him in,
he's actually up there.
He's up there, bro. He's up there.
I picked up Petrovic.
Hey, what do we say? What do we say about keepers being the best player of your team? So,
yes, that should. If a goal. Now, it's different on a winning side. So Peter Cech was always up there, right? This is a different side. But if you're rubbish, if your team's rubbish and your goalkeepers and you're well in name only a big club, right? Yeah. So like with De Gea at Manchester United for 4 years, that was a shameful player of the year. Because he kept them. I swear to God, if Man United had any other goalkeeper, they'd probably be in a worse position than they are right now. it might be like they would have finished defo mid-table those seasons without David De Gea. But you're right. It's like during games right now. I shouldn't come out of maybe a little bit. I don't ever come out of the match going, man, our goalkeeper played really well. Okay, were you down to 10 men or something? No, played real. But I shouldn't come out going against Luton saying our goalkeeper saved us 3 points there against Luton. After being 3-0 up, by the way. You know what I mean? He actually kept us those 3 points with that save. Ridiculous. Well done, Poch. You fucking cunt.
It's a good question from Eli. He says, what do you gents think it would take for Poch to get the sack?
I honestly think
both cups.
No, I think and I think it's the way you get knocked out as well. If it's a performance like this in that League Cup final, with all, especially at Wembley, with all the eyes on it, and it's a pathetic performance, he needs to go after that final whistle. They need to do an Ancelotti, sack him in that final. Give him some Uber fare, but that's it.
No,
back at Cobham.
You're probably right, but it's just such a bad look on them if that's how they react. If that's what it takes for them to react.
I honestly think they... See, I don't even know if it's the owners. I think it's the directors more. In terms of because my thinking of when they hired Poch is that Poch only met the owners after the directors went for everyone else. So the owners was basically the final interview of the director. This is the guy we want. We'll take him. He's the one out of the candidates. Just meet him. What do you think? And sign off on it. I truly believe that because that's their job. That's their job. I hand them to Roman. But there's no way Roman knew who Maurizio Sarri was. I'm sorry, he just didn't.
I've probably heard he plays good football.
Yeah, probably, cool. Yeah. Oh, we need to play good football. Who is it? Who's now popping on the radar? And someone went, Maurizio Sarri. Okay, go out and meet him and hire him, Marina. Whatever, stuff like that.
Yes. And yes, Warrior J, I did start this, but obviously Surfer, and like I said, Lewis had a lot to say. But he says, Flawless, did you go over the Ten Hag comments on Sancho and Rashford? Yeah, this is another thing that was mad. So, Ten Hag asked about the difference between the Sancho and Rashford situations. We can sort out everything internally. Jaden chose to go Republic. What I've been fucking saying from the start is we can sort out everything internally. So everyone who criticized me in regards to my stance on that, Ten Hag's now saying the same thing. Now, the second part is on him. Jadon Sancho didn't choose to go public. You chose to go public, but that's either here nor there. I said this from the jump, and I've said this the entire way throughout, and now sort it out internally. Everybody wanted to criticize me in regards to that. Ten Hag agrees with me because it's just common sense. It's not even look at me, I'm right. It's common sense. This is everything in life. This is any form of relationship, whether it's a working relationship, whether it's a professional relationship, or whether it's a personal relationship with whoever. Anything can be sorted out internally and dealt with. It's much easier. But once you put it out to the public, everybody has an opinion on it. And then when everybody has an opinion on it, that's when then things can get worse. Anything can get dealt with. You and your girl breaking up internally, you can deal with that. Let you and her go out on socials and say shit. Everybody's got an opinion on your relationship. Affecting your thought process on it and affecting her thought process on it for good and for bad. She might be getting some great advice. She might be getting some terrible advice. Same with you. That's common sense. Or if you fall out with a family member, same difference. It's the same difference. Been saying this for the longest.
It's ironic too because obviously the Rashford thing, obviously he's talking about.
Yeah.
It still ended up getting public, and obviously people still talk. Obviously, this Rashford thing is already technically dealt with, in my opinion. But people still going on about it, and not even with the Sancho thing. Like, why is it like for me? It's like people talking about obviously, United need to move on from Sancho and that, but the manager clearly can't move on with the whole situation and stuff. Like, why wouldn't you just say this wasn't the? Obviously, he's obviously put the example and somebody asking the question. If I'm Ten Hag, I would have said that's in the past. Now we move on.
Yeah,
because it's like, but because he said that, you're giving people incentives to go on their socials and talk about it now again. So you kind of created again another thing. So no people are gonna go at Rashford saying, Rashford is his favourite and shit. Like the issue with Ten Hag, when I look from the outside, it's like he is creating too many storms that shouldn't even be created to begin with. He's great. Like he's like your average high school girl. Trying to create trauma by creating narratives that never even existed. And then everybody in school, in their circles, all chatting about these rumors and shit, when the rumor actually never exists to begin with, or should have never exist to begin with. But I don't know, like I said, all these matters, all this drama, like I said, keeping up with Carrington, all comes from the manager, in my opinion. Now, are the players helping with these situations in their own ways? Yes, but the manager is failing to keep everything in check, in my opinion.
And I say a big up to Casually as well. Big up Marshall for the raid. Make sure you subscribe to Casually FC as well. It's on the featured channel page. I think the link's underneath in the description. So make sure you go subscribe to Marshall's channel as well. And he said, let's swap managers. Nah, just take ours, man. You don't have to swap. No swaps, man. Just take him. You can have him. Let's trade managers, fellas. Nah, I'm good. Big up to Sunshine. Good to see Sunshine in the chat. To Bernard's as well. To talk about spending big. Rewind back. You missed the Chelsea segment. I don't know why you always in the comments just to say, talk about this, talk about that. Rewind back. And then you'll find out. Because both Surfer and Lewis spoke about Enzo, all the other players, the manager in depth. Yes, Prime. Like Warrior Day said, have you missed the Prime?
Don't worry, we'll have another one tomorrow, Prime. Don't worry.
But yeah,
there'll be many more until he's sacked.
There we go. Yep, there will be many more. And to Will, who said, Flawless, if you had to hire a manager for Sarcasm City, you taking Poch or Ten Hag? I'd give it to my 4-year-old niece if they were the two options. I let her
Sure.
in it.
As long as she knows, as long as she puts us in good colours, that's all that matters. Man.
She would never play Colwell at left back. That's for sure.
That's it. Like they're the two options you're lost. But it is like where we at as well. Kai Nova says Sancho was reactive. Rashford was a proactive. Fuck you, Ten Hag. Just say he learned his lesson. Like I said, Ten Hag agrees with me because it's just common sense. If you're just a normal human being with a functioning brain, like anything can get dealt with internally. But where he's messed up is saying, "Oh, Sancho took it public first." No, you took it public first, and him saying that lets me know I'm even further right about it going public and that it shouldn't have been a thing. But he stated it publicly. Keep your mouth shut. Again, this manager continues to trip himself up. I always say this: let someone talk for long enough, and you'll find their true intentions. And
I
you figure
think
out
you
like
need
what
to
they
say
mean.
anything about Sancho. All you need to say is that matter was to be dealt with. We're talking about different matters.
Yeah, that's it. Bear in mind, he wasn't even involved in the game that we just lost.
Yeah, he didn't.
That's
He wasn't even picked. He wasn't in the squad.
Wasn't even in the squad.
See, but this is why the media is so clever about it, because they know that all people just the talking point, isn't it?
Yeah, no. If you're a manager, you go, okay, well, Sancho wasn't in the squad. We didn't pick him in this game. Hopefully, he'll be available next game. Move on. It's really the same. Even if there is internal beef.
That's it. He was not available in the squad. We dealt with it. He might be available the next game. Or he didn't play today. I'm not answering questions. Next question. Yeah. And if you ask again, I'm not answering that question. Next question.
You guys have got a pound to lie down, but big up my people. That's up.
Lewis, love you. Make sure you not subscribe to Lewis's channel. There'll be a stream. You doing a stream?
Oh yeah. That far.
All right, cool. So yeah,
big up my guys. Take care, bro. Peace.
Love this. We're closing out shortly anyway. But hey, big up to everyone that is tapped in. We will be redirecting from here, though, people. Don't go anywhere. We will be redirecting from here to the gaming channel. So Surfer will be in the cut. I will be, I think YG's here, a few others. Prime says your niece is available because she managed Chelsea under the next season. Hey, man, God, do the negotiations with her in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. I don't know, just, yeah, talk to my sister. But yeah, big up each and every time. Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well on the channel. Hit the notification bell. Here's road to 10K here on the channel. We are back today. What we got coming up today on the actual main channel? I'm not sure yet in regards to earlier stream. Later stream, of course, you'll get, well, not later stream, evening, Wolves versus Manchester United. You get that watch along, unfortunately. And then following that, what have we even got coming up after that? Let me check. Because I've moved shows around, people. I've actually forgotten. But check out the upcoming live stream schedule anyway. And of course, AFCON quarterfinals, people. So they'll be going down. You'll get all 4 watch-alongs on the Sarcasm City TV, Twitch as well. Oh, yeah, doing the most. That's what you're going to get, people. So you get Wolves versus Manchester United watch-along. And then because there's been midweek games, game week 22, you will get doing the most at midnight. Nah, it's not a Q&A, Warrior Jake. It's doing the most. That's what you're going to get tonight. Well, yeah, technically tonight. So that would be midnight UK time as well. But big up to Lewis. Shout out Surfer. Big up Jez as well. You lot already know the vibe. This fucking guy, yo. This guy.
This can go fuck himself.
Yeah, it's all crazy. Eli, you'll be home until no stress, Eli, man.
Look, who would you if you had one fuck you left for in your life here? Who would you rather use it? Or me or Poch?
It's you. It's definitely
you always.
It's definitely you.
Even if Poch cost me my house and I had to live on the street for 10 years, the last fuck you would be reserved for only for you, Jez.
I appreciate
it. Definitely you. But yes, love to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, before we do redirect to the gaming channel for pro clubs on EAFC 24. Do not forget, people, all the shows on the channel, on the YouTube, are available on audio-only platforms. So wherever you listen to music, wherever you listen to podcasts, whatever streaming platform you use, type in Sarcasm City TV. Big up to Andrew in the chat as well. And all the shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, will pop up in audio-only form, people. So like I say, if you want to listen while you're cooking, cleaning, driving, while you're at work, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're at the gym, whatever the case may be. Or maybe you just don't want to have the YouTube app open. Whatever the case, you might just prefer to listen to your podcast in audio-only platform. So Spotify, if you use Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us and 5-star us, people. Let's continue to get them 5-star ratings up because the numbers are going up on Spotify as well. So 5-star us on there. iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users as well. Make sure you leave us a review, 5-star us on there. Same with SoundCloud. Make sure you hit us with the follow as well. Jez, my done. Anything you want to add before we close out, fam?
Obviously, yeah. Appreciate everybody. Obviously, pulling through. Obviously, great show as always. Obviously, Friday we have the AFCON. AFCON's obviously going to be back quarterfinals. We're doing both games actually, but me and Victor definitely can't make the Nigeria vs Angola game. But if Prime is there, obviously he can do it. But we will be there for the DR Congo game at 8 p.m. on Friday. And then I think the Saturday fixtures, we will be also trying to watch all the games. So check the Twitch out. We will be there doing the watch alongs with that. And obviously appreciate everybody who has already came through, showing love and support. And yeah, man, it's been a great tournament so far. Just also quickly want to say obviously about AFCON that this quarterfinals, compared to the last quarterfinals, is all new teams now. So it's all the teams that made the quarterfinal in the last AFCON are not this time around. So kind of shows that how crazy this tournament has been. So if people want to learn a bit more of the AFCON, or people wanna just tune in, but don't know any streams, we will be here on the Twitch, man.
On the Twitch, people. So download the Twitch app from your app store and make sure you follow the man because you get Premier League watch-alongs over there as well. NBA watch-alongs will be back as well. So for quickly, anything you want to add before we close out?
I've always wondered, people that listen to us in audio, have they actually ever seen us or just listen to us in audio?
Some might know. You know what I'm saying? Some people might actually not know what we look like.
Yeah,
for real.
this one is like
or they might be like, yo, this episode's been really funny, or this episode had a Mazza happen. Let me go to the YouTube to see. But it's out there. Obviously, most people want to watch on YouTube, but some people are like the certain podcasts I listen to, I'm just like, let me just run the audio. I'm just like, I'm not with the YouTube. Plus, it's easier when you're moving around as well. When you're traveling, it's easier. Because you can still do other things on your phone whilst listening to a pod. That's what it is.
Leave your comments, any ideas for any new shows, maybe Flores will consider them, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
if there's a want for them, do you know what I mean? Something like that. If there's an audience for them, Flores may consider them, Like he's got new shows coming up, new collabs, stuff like that. Yeah, actually, put in the comments who you want Flores to work with. But you don't see usually on the channel, do you know what I mean? That you can work with, I always like when he works with Nuruddin,
Yeah, the OG, man.
The OG, stuff like
that's
that.
The OG, man. That's what I call him. I'm like, yeah, the OG.
If you want lesser Jez, then just put it in the comments as well. We all want lesser Jez. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, love to everyone.
To the gaming channel.
Love to everyone. We redirected straight to the gaming channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. This has been the Manchester United Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur show. Man United podcast. Ballers at the Bridge, talking at Tottenham Talk live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up. See you lot on the gaming channel. Salute.